Hey you guys, and welcome back to another Halloween series. Yes, I'm wearing a shirt, so don't think I'm naked. So we're gonna get started with the eyebrows, just a regular red pencil. Look was inspired. I went to Walmart and I saw a lot of Sally's, a lot of Jack Skellington. So I was like, might as well, let's go ahead and do this look for you guys and see if I could nail it. I'm gonna start using this white pencil just to divide between Sally and Jack the Skeleton. And in here I'm gonna get the lightest shade from e.l.f. And now that I'm done with my brush, I'm just going to get a beauty blender and just smooth out everything. And finally, we're going to be using my other palette in volume 1, Splash of Hues. This one I got it off from the Makeup Blowout sale. I started with this, the shades of blue. And before I start with the blue shades, I'm going to use my Romantic Beauty. I'm going to use this shade right here. And of course, I'm using my Beauty Creations. This one I got it off from the blowout sale too. This bag is, it comes with a bunch of brushes for the eyes, the face, everything. I think this is awesome, guys. Brushes that it comes, and they're very soft. I got my hands on working with them, and oh my gosh, you guys, they are so soft. I highly recommend them, and they smell really. And yes, you guys, I was so shocked how pigmented this palette is. I fell in love right away. So I can't wait to use the volume 2 for another look. And if I didn't mention, I also got this one at the Makeup Blowout sale. This one is pretty cool because you get to put them in your arm. And if you want to quickly clean your brush, you don't have time to just wash them out. I'm going to be going with this shade and make it, going to be working to make it a little bit more dark. And as you can see in this one, it's going to start coming off a lot of the color. It's going to start bringing it out, taking it off. And you can even insert. Now, to be making the cut crease a little bit darker, we're going to go with this almost royal blue. Now in here, I'm going to use a regular white pencil to put in my waterline, make it the eye a little bit bigger. And with my e.l.f. liquid eyeliner in black, we're going to give Sally a pretty cute wing, not too exaggerated. Now for my lashes, I'm going to be using Crystal Lashes in the style Thirsty. Now for the rest of the face, I'm going to be using Metron and this styles of all type of shades of blue. With the lightest shade, sorry about that car, like always, of course, when I'm recording. So we're going to go with the lightest shade, guys. And now if you see a few patches here and there, you're more than welcome to use a beauty sponge. This is just disposable. I got them off from the dollar store. So you just want to make sure you go over, sorry. You just want to make sure you go over the pieces. If it still doesn't come out good, it's okay. I'm about to show you guys paint that you can use. This one you usually get them on the Halloween on Walmart or Target. But let me just show you the paint. And this is a palette that I was talking to you guys about. In case if you cannot find it in the local drugstore, you can definitely go to Wet n Wild and just purchase these palettes. These ones, they are creamy, so I will suggest to put powder on top because they do tempt to make your face a little greasy. So just go with translucent powder and you'll be fine. And now with this other soft green, we're just going to kind of make different dimensions around the face, the sculpture, so that way it can be like light, dark, and stuff like that. And this is another palette I got from the Makeup Blowout sale, and her name is She, the palette, and look at the colors are very nice. I'm going to be using the blue shades around here to make sure that the face is going to be nice and sculptured. We're going to give it a contour blue. And now with the dark shade of blues, we're going to go around the eyes and all around the forehead, the contour structure, around the nose, and all the way stretch it down to your neck. And if you can see also, it's starting to give it a little bit of that highlight around the cheekbones, kind of like a little bit on the temple area. So this is very important, guys. Just keep having your, don't rush it, like I said, be very patient with this makeup. Now for the stitches, I wanted to make sure I use a special white pencil. You can just use any white pencil, but I wanted to make sure I go with white in case if I mess up, you can always go back and clean it up. But so far it actually came out. Now with black body paint, I'm going to be tracing those white lines with the black, and you can see around it, it looks kind of like a sculpture, like a shading effect. So you want to make sure you go with the blue shades before you go with the black paint. Now we're going to be giving a little bit of more shadow towards the lines and make it look like it fits 3D. So you want to make sure you're still working with those blue shades and make it look very pigmented as well. Now for the stitches, this is important, guys. I did have to go over 4 times just to make sure that the paint is coming out super bright. This is with one coat, it's still good, but I wanted them to come out and make it look more dramatic. So with 3 more coats, you'll be fine. This next step is all actually optional as well. I'm going to use my Romantic Beauty, and I'm going to use those black shades just to make it kind of like a shadow in between these stitches. This is a very important step. If you want to leave it white, guys, you can, but I wanted to take it up a notch and make it look a little bit more tiny realistic, so that's why I'm using the black. Now for my lips, I'm going to be using a regular red pencil, red lip liner. Before you start with the gel, clean up really good before you start the other one. So it is going to make it, give it a little more realistic look. Now with body paint, we're going to be drawing the shirt. We're going to be using this yellow shade, and then we're going to be giving it some details on the shirt. Now for this detail, guys, you don't have to make it super perfect. I'm just doing very curvy sticks. Now to make it a little bit more realistic, we're gonna go on with black shadow and the beauty sponge to make it look a little bit more realistic, and just dab everywhere. Same thing with the jack part. I'm gonna make sure I'm using this black pencil. In case if you mess up, you're more than welcome to clean it up, but this way, in case if I use body paint, it won't be too much of a mess if I have to clean it up. Now in here too, I'm going to be using the white concealer to make it look a little bit more pigmented around the eye, the eyebrow. And same thing with this body paint in white. You're going to be using a brush, and then you're going to be dabbing it with a beauty blender till you get the whole coverage that you need. With this body black paint as well, you want to go on with this and then go with the regular black eyeshadow to make it last a little longer. And in here, you just want to be drawing just regular lines, guys, to make the teeth part. Now again, I'm gonna sincerely apologize, guys. I thought I was recording the whole time, but my iPad ran out of memory, so I didn't get to record the neck part, but all I did was just some regular lines and a little sculpt. Now with the black eyeshadow, I'm gonna give it a little bit more dimension and more definition around the eye area and the eyebrow and everywhere else. Alrighty, guys, and this is my final look. Please make sure to give this video a like, and you're more than welcome to share.